spontaneous ass boy. BlazingMelo right back with what the fuck? Right back with another one, you know what I'm saying? The raging sun, the raging sun, the blazing sun. What the fuck even am I? I'm everything in existence, man. You know what I'm saying? Was good to everybody. I hope y'all doing amazing, because I know I'm doing amazing, man. Shout y'all out, man. Oof, let me catch my breath, man. And I don't like how my phone is angled, because if it's angled that way, my tone is kind of muffy. But I do like how I look from this view. I do like how I look, man. Let me do some. I'm doing a 10,000 IQ move. Hold on a sec. I have the perfect solution. Oh my god. I'm a damn genius. I'm a damn genius. I'm a damn genius. I'm a damn genius. I'm a genius. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Yay! Time shit. About no. Oh my god, I can't check, unfortunately. As a matter of fuck that. I think I am a genius, but I'm also a worrying genius. I worry. I don't know how I sounded, because I was plugging in some headphones. Maybe it sounded better, maybe it sounded worse. I have no way to check, because I left my second phone on the inside. You know what I'm saying? This broke ass iPhone, man. This broke ass iPhone, I left it on the inside. On the goddamn inside. Well, I think I'm an. Oh my god, I'm a genius. I know how to fix this. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. 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 Is this better? Oh no! So I don't even explain what I'm trying to fix. I'm like leaning my phone towards the chair, but the speaker is underneath the chair. It's like soaking in the chair, but it makes my audio kinda muffy puffy. So I just put my phone on the book. Now it's standing on the book, and it's leaning towards the chair. I'll show you. I'll fucking show you. I can't sound. I do sound kinda retarded, but let me show you. Imagine this is my phone right here, right? And I have my phone angled like this. But the problem is, my speaker is all the way under here. It's underneath here. So it kinda sounds kinda muffy puffy if I let my phone stand like this, man. But I ain't gonna lie, this angle is beautiful, man. This angle is beautiful. Yeah, this angle is beautiful. I ain't gonna lie, man. Because now I can get to relax. I can chill. I can do the goddamn Indian Minion style. I can relax like a motherfucker. But anyways, enough preparations. Enough getting my shit together. Enough chaotic ass energies. And I want to say, let's just dive straight into it. But we don't even have a specific topic. We brought in general today. Because you know why? The moon is in goddamn Sagittarius. The moon is in goddamn Sagittarius today. And Sagittarius is all about being spontaneous and not fixating yourself to one limited topic, to one specific topic. And I'm always doing this because I'm a native Sag moon. I'm a born Sag moon. But for everybody else who's not a Sagittarius moon, this is what you might do by nature. Every pun intended. This is what you might do by nature. Expanding your parameters. Broadening your broadening your stiff ass logics, your stiff ass talking points, to the point you have much more angles and much more different views to cover and to govern, instead of your usual 2 talking points. Let's just say you're somebody who has a live stream business going on, like a podcast. I said live stream business. Let's just say you're a podcast dude, and throughout your every podcast, you only have 5 talking points. Right now would be like a type of timing in which you feel the need to govern 10 talking points, 20 talking points. Because whether you like it or not, whether you hate astrology or you love astrology, the moon is in Sagittarius right now, and we have no choice but to be in the energy. So you have no choice, damn near no choice, until you want to be a stuck-up retard, until you want to be a stuck-up individual who I don't want to practice the energies, I want to do it my way. Unless you're like a fucking idiot by choice, you have no choice but to be more expanded, but to be less limited. You feel me? This is what everybody's been doing right now. At least for the next 2.5 days, right? More like 1.5 days, because the moon is already in like damn near 15 degrees Sagittarius or so, depending where you live at. For me at least. For me at least. So we in the middle of the energy until you live somewhere else on the goddamn planet. Like as far as like people in Europe and in like North America and maybe even South America, we experience the moon in Sagittarius because astrology is like only relative to your time zone and to your geographical location. For an example, I live in Europe, I live in Germany, and I watch a lot of people who do astrology in America, but I have to calculate. Yeah, the sun is like a power. The sun degree is a power. The sun is like the same degree. But the moon is not. I'm like 8 hours ahead, 6 hours ahead, 7 hours ahead, which means the moon is further in the sign when I'm watching somebody talking about astrology and he or she's talking on American soil. I'm saying this to say that, man. Know where the fuck you live, man. Know where the fuck you live, man, because where the fuck you live has a direct influence based on the astrological system you have to use. Well, like for Europe and America, it's not that extreme because it's the same sun. Like today, the sun is like in 12 degrees Scorpio for me and for y'all, or maybe 13, I don't know. It's in the same sun degree because we experience the same season and the same day. But just the hours vary. The hours are like different, they're shifted. So keep that in mind. Quick little goddamn geographical lesson from your boy, y'all feel me? But Sagittarius is all about being limitless. Or like less limited at least. If you can't be limitless, be at least less limitless. You know what I'm saying? Just do it as good as you can. Just shoot as far as you can with the goddamn arrow of optimism. Because this is the Sagittarius allegory. Shooting an arrow. Because you only have to, this looks epic right here, right? You only have to shoot an arrow if you're trying to reach something which is beyond your reach. I mean, something which is in my arm's reach, I can be like this, man. I don't have to have any optimism. I don't have to have any faith, belief, and like, I guess, good natures within me, which are like based on hope to a certain degree. Hope is more like a Pisces type of thing, but hope is like a Pisces type of thing. It's a different story. We talk about it when the moon is in Pisces. But when you try to reach something which is beyond your arm's reach, you have to have some sort of optimism, some sort of hope, some sort of faith, some sort of, I guess, being in good spirits. Because there is no guarantee for you to be sure about obtaining that thing you're trying to reach. I mean, if you try to reach something which you know you can do, what's the point of having optimism? At that point, you can't be sure. What's the point of having faith? At that point, you can't be fucking sure. Because faith is almost exclusive towards big things. Small things don't require a lot of faith. Because you can know, you can be sure that little things might be in your capabilities range, might be in the range of what's possible. But especially if you have a big dream, especially if you have like a huge ambition, you have to have some sort of faith. You have to have some sort of optimism, some sort of good natures. Because good natures such as faith, optimism, belief, and somewhat, not necessarily praying, but like, let's just keep it at faith and optimism. Faith and optimism are allowing your spirit to be light in weight. Now you don't add so much thoughts, because faith is like removing your need to add on 10,000 thoughts about something. Oh my god. This is like worry. This is like doubt, the opposite of faith. You only add 10,000 of thoughts if you're not sure about something. I meant, yeah, if you're not sure about something, of course, if you're not sure about something, you add 10,000 of thoughts, which furthermore manifest into you worrying the fuck out of yourself. You worrying so hard that you might lose your goddamn hairline or so. Who knows? Who the fuck knows, man? 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 And merely having a bit of faith is sort of killing your need to worry. You need to add 10,000 of thoughts towards a specific agenda you're trying to obtain in your life, right? So much about imaginary, so much about good nature, so much about faith. Faith is easier said than done. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. And shout out to Saint Uno, because I damn sure agree with what he is saying about faith. Faith is something you do. You do it. It's not something you have on the inside and you keep it on the inside. Faith is always motivating you to act. It is an effort which instantly translate as you putting in some action. Because the reason of having faith is to be sure about your actions, is to practicalize yourself, is to foundate yourself. Because even from an astral POV, faith, which is more like a Pisces type of nature, sextiles, Taurus, you having faith, which is like beyond astrology, beyond you being a Pisces or so. You having faith allows you to be stable, allows you to be emotionally comfortable, allows you to be, I guess, sure about yourself. Not I guess, it does. It does allow you to be sure about yourself. You get it? And this is something to keep in mind. Faith is not something which is staying on the inside. Faith, properly used, you can be sure that you have a lot of faith if you have a lot of courage to do shit. Because once again, from an astro POV, the planet of faith and belief and some sort of imagination, Neptune is exalted in goddamn Leo. The sign of action, the sign of being expressive, the sign of being strong as an individual. You know what I'm saying? The strength card, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to goddamn French and the goddamn tarot cards, man. You know, the goddamn strength card. Neptune's exaltation in Leo, aka having exalted faith about yourself, is what's allowing you to act, period. It is what's allowing you to be strong, a strong individual. Now you're like a proper character, a proper lion, a proper, I don't know, I guess not, you will never be a raging son, this is exclusive to me. But you will be a strong character, you know what I'm saying? A good son, a good little boy, a good little son, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, you feel me, you feel me? So keep that in mind. That's very important to know. It's very vital to know that faith is not some hippy-dippy type shit. It is, in fact, extremely practical. It is very practical to have faith. So yeah, hold on a second, I'll be right back. I need to check some. Checking time is over, ladies and gentlemen. Checking time is over. Talking about checking. Check this out right here. I want to talk about something. Top 10 surprising things. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about something. And what I like to talk about is reactions. Reactions, baby. Reactions. It's a very broad topic, fitting the moon in Sagittarius. So let's just talk about it for a little bit. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it for a little bit. Let's talk about reactions for a little bit. Because reactions are not manifesting, but they are motivating your behavior. They are necessarily what you become. What you react to is what you become. If you react to, I guess, grabbing some sort of alcohol bottle and drinking alcohol 24/7, you become an alcoholic. Because you reacted and responded towards drinking a goddamn alcohol bottle. Drinking some goddamn Hennessy or something in the morning, at 10 in the morning or so. You just woke up, you don't drink water, you drink Hennessy. Oh my god, 10 a.m. Time to wake up, baby. Time to get drunk, man. Or some stupid shit. So reactions is what you become. You become what you react to. And reactions are mostly compulsive, impulsive, not conscious. They're like subconscious, unaware, so to speak, right? And this is where a lot of danger kicks in, where a lot of accidentally fuck-ups come in, where a lot of accidental accidents come in, you know what I'm saying? A lot of accidents come in with unawareness, with you being in a space of not knowing what you're doing, consciously at least, because you're always doing something. It's just about the question, shout out to the God, the pilot, man. It's not about what you're doing, because you're always doing something. You're always doing some weird shit, man. Whether it's you jerking off, whether it's you drinking 10,000 liters of Hennessy in the goddamn morning at 10 a.m., whether it's you robbing a bank, whether it's you goddamn beating somebody's ass for no reason, robbing his goddamn rollie, you're always doing something. But the question is, are you aware of what you're doing? Can you manufacture it consciously? Can you add some finesse about what you're doing? Can you? Can you? And now we're talking, Because a lot of people can't. They just goddamn can't. Because their actions are based on reactions, which is weird as hell, man. An action based on a reaction. It doesn't even make any sense almost. Keyword almost, but people are able to pull off goddamn anything. People are able to pull out the impossible for the negative and for the positive. But in this world, more like for the negative. People are doing the impossible for the negative, man. They're doing some shit which never thought would be possible, but on some negative type of pretense. It is crazy, man. It is crazy. So people's actions are based on their reactions, which is something they receive. It's not something they consciously thought about, like Mercury or like the sun. It's not something they consciously thought about, and then they develop their character. Because a proper Mercury chakra is like cleaning up your solar plexus. It is adding some conscious and aware energy, some logic, behind how you want to act, behind how you want to be seen, beyond how you want to be, how you want to be you, basically. This is what Mercury is doing. It's allowing a conscious hand in the process of developing yourself. Hence, the sun is right next to Virgo, a Mercury energy, and the sun sextiles Gemini, another Mercury energy. So the sun and Mercury go hand in hand. They're very much like each other. They're pretty much like each other. Including the moon. The sun, moon, and Mercury, they're like going pretty well together, actually. But let's just focus on the sun and Mercury for this example right here. Holy shit, that had to come out. That had to come out, man. I ate some shit ton of spicy ass food before I made this live stream, man. Holy fucking shit, I'm full of fire, man. I'm full of fire, man, even physically. It manifested. Before I make this live stream, I made a fire-ass song. One of my best songs so far, man. Goddamn crazy as hell. I'm excited to make it official. I'm excited to release my goddamn album. More like my mixtape. It's not an album, it's like a mixtape. But anyways, let's just keep focusing on what I was talking about. Being logical and conscious about how you want to be is crucial. It is crucial as fuck. It is vital. It's very vital. It's extremely vital. Because without some sort of conscious natures, without not conscious as in conscious community, conscious on these fake ass spiritual motherfuckers, conscious as in you being aware of your actions. Without you being conscious about your actions, you will always be a slave of your reactions. And now your life seems fear controlled out of fear. Because the nature of living based on your reactions is some survival mode type shit. It is some instinctual type shit. It is some very animalistic type of shit. You know what I'm saying? No better words than to say animalistic. It's some very animalistic type of shit, man. If you live based on your reactions 24/7. You feel me? Because the reaction is more like a survival mode type of chakra. It's survival mode type of intelligence, if you don't like the word chakra. I don't like the word chakra. So let's just stick it to intelligence. It is some survival-based type of chakra, type of mechanism. You know what I'm saying? Because think about the nature of reactions. Reactions are always something you receive from the external world. And if you mindlessly react, if you keep on reacting, you have no influence in making yourself, in creating yourself. You're basically a product of your environment. Because reaction is what's building you. And reaction can never be based purely on the inside. If the inside only breeds actions, because you're pushing out. Reactions is like everything's in reverse. They say reactions are like yin, but you only receive from the outside world. You can only also receive from the inside world, but mostly building a body which is based on living out of a reaction is happening based on the outside world. Because now you're sucking in outside influences 24/7 to the point your mouth is wide open for everybody's spiritual cock to be into, shove into your mouth, and you don't do shit about it. You just enjoy the you're waiting to receive everybody's influence. You're waiting to receive everybody's intentions pushed out so you can suck him in and you live based on that, man. But you yourself never develop a conscious thought. You don't have the figment of imagination how to be on your own without being too dependent on the external world type shit. It's crazy. Extremely crazy, man. So yeah, you have to be mindful. Keyword mindful. You have to have full mind. You have to be like aware. You have to be alert. You have to have a sparked up Mercury chakra, a sparked up Sun chakra. You feel me? Sun and Mercury chakra. We're bringing in some balance with the goddamn Sagittarius energy. You have to have a sparked up Mercury chakra. As a matter of fact, Sagittarius is a Mercury, so I don't bring balance to shit. I'm just playing out energies. I was lying in your faces, man. I shouldn't uncover my own lies. It's counterproductive. I will never do that shit again, man. Living based off reactions is always predicated on of being a slave, of being like a spiritual hoe towards the esoteric, towards the external world. Because if you live based on reactions, you have no choice but to be a spiritual goddamn hoe, man. Having your mouth open, waiting for everybody's influence to be received right into your space, you feel me? And that shit is like distasteful. It's borderline disgusting. It's borderline stupid. It's not sexy, man. You won't look sexy doing it, and I'll be right back. So I was talking about reactions. They are based on unconscious happenings. And unconscious happenings are like tribal, and not tribal, but animalistic, not tribal. Animalistic and very premature. Yeah, there we go. Immature, premature, you name it, man. However the fuck you wanna label it. It is some very immature type of energy, some very type of disgusting ass energy. Because by in some way, shape or form, at the end of the day, if you keep on reacting towards things, if you keep on sucking in influence, you will develop a seed. And that seed is motivating your life. But that seed is not something you created. That seed, which is rooted inside of you, which is motivating your very behaviors, it is something which has been injected into you. Because all your life you've been focused on receiving influence on the external world without diving within and trying to be some sort of creative, some sort of artist, spiritually speaking, some sort of creator. Yeah, some sort of creator, some sort of creator. When you can't be a creator, you tend to be a copycat. You tend to be dependent based on everybody else's influence, based on everybody else's influence, yeah, influence and emanations and whatnot and whatnot. But that seed, which is now deeply within you, it is motivated by the external world. Hence, you become somebody manufactured. You become a manufactured being, made in China, made in Europe, to be more specific. Now you're made in Europe. You're made in somebody's labor. You're made by the Crest Agency or something. Who knows what made you? Made by King James himself. Made by Joe Biden himself. Who knows who's your maker? Who knows who made you? But this is what's happening. What is happening? If you keep on receiving influence on the external world, you are like a test dummy. A goddamn experiment for somebody else to craft you. You become like a number one object to be crafted. You become like a puppet. Anybody can shape you. Anybody can make you dance. Yay! I don't wanna dance, but yay! I don't wanna be here, but I'm here. Yay! See, you're like now a slave. You're like the highest manifestation of a slave, because you don't have any space. Bars. You're like a slave because you don't have any space within you which you can captivate. Bars type 2. Part 2. God damn it, man. But in all seriousness though, this is in fact what's happening. It is in fact what's happening, ladies and gentlemen. That is in fact what's happening. It is in fact what's happening. You're like a puppet, and you will always be at the mercy to somebody else's influence. And that somebody else goes beyond your bully, goes beyond the TV show you're watching. It goes beyond the things on social media. It starts based on somebody's agency center, based on somebody's roundtable, based on somebody's United Nations ass meeting room or something. This is what you're made out of. Your environment. And we all know who's crafting the environment. We all know who's shaping the quote-unquote world. We all know that shit. We all know who is shaping the world and what's shaping the world. A specific group of people. And let's just say they don't have in you and your best interest. Because you see how you're looking. See how you're like acting. You're acting crazy. You're acting weird. Because the things you've been soaking into, the environment you're swimming in, the environment which has been crafted for you, is not promoting you to be the best version of yourself for the lack of cringe words, man. It's not promoting you to be some sort of sufficient as individual. Borderline ain't. It borderline ain't. Quite the opposite. It's teaching you some bullshit. It's teaching you how to be like the best retard, how to be the best receiver of bullshit, how to be the best good little boy, how to be the best puppet in the goddamn puppet zoo or something. Who knows? It's teaching you how to be the best retard. Yeah, the best fucking retard, man. And to avoid being at the mercy of somebody's dumbass, retarded ass ruler of a country or something, beyond that shit. To be no longer at the mercy of a human who's manufacturing a certain environment, you have to have strength, and you have to have some sort of limitlessness about yourself. You have to furthermore defy your limits. You have to furthermore dive into your limits, see where your limitations are, see where your insecurities lie, see where your indoctrination seeds lie, see where your mishaps lie, see where your weaknesses lie, and you have to eradicate these limits. You have to eradicate these goddamn mental cages within you. To the point you have enough strength, you have enough courage, you have enough beauty, you have enough spark to be yourself in an environment which is against you. Whether you like it or not, man. Most often than not, if you make yourself, the environment will be against you. Most often than not, man. But that shit is not something to be spooked out about. Because the environment ain't shit, man. Humans ain't shit, man. Like, this world ain't shit, man, whatsoever. It's nothing, man. It is fucking nothing, man. This environment is goddamn nothing. It's nothing. This whole world is nothing, man. It's fucking nothing. Because everybody has the same set of tools. I was talking about this like a couple months ago in the video of mine. Everybody has the same type of tools. Everybody has a mind. Everybody has thoughts. Everybody has feelings. And we all are equally able to use our thoughts, feelings, mind, actions, you name it, you name it, you name it. We are all able to use these things to our advantage. And we all have the same mind. So we can all do greatness. Because there is no difference between you and another human. The only difference is that another human is able to use their mind in a way which is, I guess, beneficial for them and not beneficial for you. Because you're stupid enough to let it be. You're stupid enough to let it slide. You're stupid enough to be at the mercy of their influence. And that's basically it. That's basically why people label themselves as superior. It's not because they're born superior. It's because they are using certain mental tricks, certain mental manipulations, which go against your favor. But you're not smart enough to see it. You're stupid enough to let it slide. They're like getting slick with it and you don't catch on to their slickness. And now they can have their way with you type shit. And that's pretty much it, man. Don't be like spooked out. Everybody's a human. Everybody's like some goddamn retard. Everybody has a mind. You have a mind. So what makes you different from another person? There's only one thing making you different. Only one thing is making you different. Your ability to use your mind a certain way. Your ability to access your intelligence a certain way. You feel me? And that's all there is about life. As ridiculous as it sounds. But life is merely all about conducting your mind in the most effective way. Life is about conducting your mind to your highest favor, to the highest degree, to the most godly degree, to the most limitless degree. You feel me? Bars. Goddamn feel me? I hope y'all feel me, man. I hope y'all feel me. Everything about life is shattering your limits. It's about being a little more limitless than what you was a day ago, or like even like damn near an hour ago. Life is always about beating your own self, beating you, no homo boss. Life is about beating you, no freaky shit. Life is about beating you. You get it? Goddamn, my phone's about to die. But anyways, who gives a fucking damn? And if you can't even beat your own self, boss, when you can't even beat your own self, you will be at the mercy of everything outside of you. And it just so happens that everybody is at that mercy. Everybody's afraid, period. Everybody's like, paralyzed by fear. Paralyzed by fear. Because they give a shit ton of importance based on the flesh. I need you to understand something. Damn near every insecurity people have is something rooted in false identities. Either you think you're a certain mind frame, or you think you're a certain emotional frame, or you think you are your body. But every insecurity is based on false identification with something you created. Because it's true. You created your body. You created your mind. You do. There is no doubt about that shit. But the problem is, you think it is you. You think that is what's you, what's making you, what's defining you. Your goddamn creation. And if you can't jump out of your creation and see, okay, that shit ain't me. I'm not that feeling. I'm not that vision. I'm not this agenda. Now you're free. Now you're able to be like, I can be what the fuck I want. But as long as you don't come to that conclusion, you remain a goddamn slave of your creations. And you don't even know it. You think it's you. That shit is like the highest form of being in hell. Thinking that your creation is you. Because if you think that way, you're finished. You're finished for good. You're goddamn finished. Forever. Forever finished until you change, of course. Until you start to change your mind, of course. But until then, you're finished. You're pretty much finished. Extremely finished. It is true, ladies and gentlemen. It is true that space is something everybody needs to initiate. Space within. I meant to say is space. How do we say it? Space between you and your creations. Because if you can't initiate space between you and your creations, you think you are your creation. Oh my god, I am this body. What the fuck? I am this thought. I am that feeling. Now you're like tweaking. You're running around geeking and tweaking. And this is like the highest form of slavery. This is the birth of insecurities, the birth of goddamn limitations, the birth of being in hell, basically. Thinking you are your creation, and your creation is your mind and your body. If you think you are your mind, like a thought or your feeling, or like a vision about yourself, or if you think you are your body, that's pretty much it for you. That's pretty much it for you. That's a wrap. You are away from God. You are away from limitlessness. Far away. Way, way away. Extremely far away. Because the only thing you see is yourself now. You only see you. And you're looking up towards your creations, and your creations look down to you. That's like the whole allegory of the inverted star. This is like the whole theme of the invented star. This is what it means to be satanic. To be opposite, basically. To be like Saturn, to be inverted. To be inverted in your own natures. And you can't seem to revert it to the point you look down on your creations, and now you can be free as a birdman. Free as a goddamn black birdman. Free as a goddamn Sagittarius or something. Who knows? But freedom can never be achieved if you don't have some sort of understanding within you that whatever you create, it is not you. Because think about somebody who's in deep bondage. Think of somebody who's insecure about their body. They seriously think they are their body. Damn, my nose! What the fuck, my hairline is gone! Oh my god, I'm fat as hell! I'm skinny as fuck! Keyword, I am skinny as fuck. I am fat as fuck. I have no hairline. I have no this. I have no that. I, Captain. Listen, Captain. Listen, pal. Listen, partner, man. Whatever the fuck you are, man. Listen. My guys goes in my whatnot, man. Listen. The word I is something which is more abused than somebody's, I don't know, man, misused wife or something. Than somebody's single mother wife who's living at home with some goddamn wife beater or something. The word I is extremely misused. The word I is extremely abused. Like the children who was like encountering P. Diddy or something. This is how everybody treats the word I. I am this. I am that. I am this. I am that. I'm not this. No, I'm not that. I ain't shit. You see, everybody's misusing the word I. And hence, everybody's like goddamn stupid in their brain. Everybody's in sort of limitation. In some sort of limitation. Because what you label as I is what you're inside. I, inside, mind, vibe, what you inside, basically. What you label as your I is what you inside. And if you think I look ugly, you're inside of being ugly. And if you say I am retarded, you're inside of being retarded. And you're stuck inside that shit. To the point you fall with that creation. To the point you hit rock bottom with that creation. And you're crashing out, man. You're severely crashing out, man. You're crashing out harder than Vegeta versus Majin Buu, man. You're exploding, basically. You're not exploding, you're imploding. You're imploding. Because you're falling with your creations. Now you're inside of something. Oh, I am ugly. I am retarded. I got no bitches. Whatever the fuck you label yourself as. You're falling with that shit. And you're hitting rock bottom. And everything which rises falls eventually. Because at some point, you was giving horizon. You was giving birth, life, a lot of thoughts and feelings. Inside of a mentality. A fraud mentality. And that fraud mentality has to fall. But you're stuck in that fraud mentality. So you fall. You feel like you're like crashing down from the heavens to the earth, man. Oh my god, I'm falling, yeah. You feel like you're falling. Because you don't have space. You don't have distance between you and your mentalities. This is why I was preaching what I was preaching way in the beginning. You need to have space. Without space, you don't have shit, basically. You're like a slave towards everything without space. Because space is allowing you to jump in and to jump out of things. Imagine you're stuck in something. This is what hell feels like. Literally. They even say you can't escape hell for eternity. It sounds like hell to me, not being able to escape something. This is what the fuck hell looks like. Not being able to escape something, you know what I'm saying? And escapism is the right keyword, ladies and gentlemen. With this Sagittarius energy, we need to have healthy escapism. Because we don't need to stay. Who told you to stay? Escapism can be good. Escapism isn't bad necessarily. At least not in my life. Because you don't need to stay. And you don't want to stay. Whether it's mentally or physically. You don't want to stay in one mind frame forever. You don't want situation forever. So leave. Goddamn leave. You have to go. And goddamn go, ladies. It's some go energy going on, seriously. And all seriousness though, escapism is healthy. It can be healthy if you escape from the right things. Because you're not here to stay. You will die one day. You know that, right? You will die one day. You've died countless deaths before you watch my video today. And you will die a physical death. You've already died so many times today. You was leaving so many mentalities before you even watch my video. So before you watching my live stream, you was dying. You was separating yourself from something. Now you here. You was separating yourself from jerking off, and now you watch my video. You separated from Pornhub, and now you're in my live stream. You've died, basically, mentally speaking. You've changed your interest. You've changed your agenda. Now you don't jerk off no more. Now you're in my live stream. And welcome to my live stream. Welcome, by the way, man. Welcome, by the way. But seriously, you switching from one side to the next side. It's like you switching up. You escaping. And escaping is good. I mean, you made the right choice. Escaping Pornhub to watch BlazingMelo live is like a goddamn $1 million choice, man, for me, man. Shit, man. And sometimes you need to leave. You borderline need to leave. Because if you stay, you fall with that mentality. If you stay, you will crash out. Leave. Some mentalities, you should treat them like a burning car. You don't want to be in a burning car. Because if you don't leave, that burning car will explode and you will die with it. But you won't actually die. It's like you think you're dying. You think your life is falling apart. My life is falling apart. I'm crashing out. I'm 50 years old and nobody likes me. I'm 60 years old and I'm still a virgin type shit. It's not you're physically dying, but you feel like your life is ending type shit. And eventually, you will hit rock bottom. And now you're wrestling with Gabriel. You're having an MMA fight with Gabriel. You being stuck in a scenario. You being rooted in a seat which you can't escape. And all you have left now is faith. Faith. Because faith is allowing you to leave things. If you're doing it right, you know what I'm saying? Faith is like seeking something outside of you and trying to make it something inside, on the inside. It is basically like how I like to say stealing from space. Faith is like grabbing something you don't have and you put it inside of your space. Imagine you want to be, I don't know, a porn star or so. But you're not a porn star. So you need to have faith about you being a porn star. You need to grab that mentality, which you don't have, and you need to put it inside of your space. And now it's a part of you. And that grabbing, that shooting for something, that Sagittarius arrow goddamn pose, that pose, is essentially grabbing for something which is out of your reach, and you make it a part of your reach. A part of your parameter, a part of your space, so to speak. And that's like all about faith. That's all about optimism. That's all about belief and like hope. Hope is more like a Pisces type of thing. Faith is more Sagittarian like, and hope is more like Pisces like. I'll talk about it when the moon goes in Pisces. But hope and faith are like not two different things. They're similar, but not the same per se. I don't want to talk about it right now, but I'll talk about this. I talk about it when something goes in Pisces. I mean, you know what I'm saying? When something goes in Pisces. When something goes in Pisces. You know what I'm saying? How late is it? Okay. We still have some time left. We still have some time left to talk about something. Or who knows what I will talk about next, man. I'm thirsty as fuck today, man. And everybody needs to be in that energy right now. At least if you take as above, so below serious right now. If you take the moon being in Sag serious right now. You need to have some sort of limitlessness. As I was saying in the very beginning, you might be somebody who's talking, who has a podcast, and usually you have like 5 talking points. But right now you feel like you need to have 10 talking points, 20 talking points, because of this heavy Sagittarius influence. We all do something wrong. Give me a second. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. There we go. Your boy had to put on do not disturb quick. I had to do some really quick, man. Really quick, man. Really quick, man. Really quick. Because anytime I'm live, I'm like Michael Jackson. Everybody hits me up. Everybody blows up my phone. Everybody wants something from me. The moment I'm live, I'm turning into Michael Jackson in real life or something. Oh, I don't know what it is, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, but every time I'm live, my phone is exploding. Every time I'm live, I'm like goddamn the most lit person on Instagram or something. Everybody's texting me. Everybody wants something. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. I don't know what the fuck it is, man. A motherfucker can't have shit for peace, man. It's serious. It is fucking serious. But in all actuality, if you label yourself as somebody who's truly spiritual, who's about something, at some way, shape, or form, you are responsible for others. Not necessarily responsible for others, but you're in a position in which you're taking care of a lot of more people. Because if you claim to be spiritual, your Jupiter energies are right. At least they should be right. And tell me where Jupiter's exalted at. Tell me where. You have 4 seconds to answer. Cancer. Hold on. Somebody's on my door. Hold on a sec. I'll be right back. And tell me where Jupiter's exalted it. If you claim to be so spiritual, you have no choice but to take care of people. At least so it appears like. Because you will take care of a lot of people. You become some sort of caretaker. Because this is what a teacher is. A teacher is somebody who takes care of people. In some way, shape, or form. Not because he wants to, but it's more like a passive effect. It's more like something which happens by passively. It happens passively. A teacher is a caretaker. In some way, shape, or form. Whether if you're a literal teacher, like every teacher is a caretaker. You're taking care of people, and you're surrounded by people. So everybody claims to be spiritual, highly spiritual, and that person is not in some sort of position to help others, to like teach, to be some sort of guidance, some sort of mentor parent. That person ain't so spiritual after all, man. That person ain't so good in mind after all, man. You know what I'm saying? It was dark. Oh, it's dark as fuck outside. What the fuck? Can't even go outside. Can't even go outside, man. It's dark as hell. So really be mindful when you see somebody who says, "Yeah, I'm so spiritual. I'm so spiritual. Oh my God, my chakras, yeah, my kundalini, my whatnot, my dick, my kundalini, my whatnot, oh chakras." If you see somebody like that and that person ain't taking care of somebody, that person's not surrounded by somebody, you're talking to a fraud, man. You're talking to some phony ass motherfucker, man. You're talking to some fraud ass motherfucker. Because you have no choice but to be some sort of caretaker if you're truly spiritual, whether you like it or not, man. And y'all can't tell me shit about that shit, man. I'm a goddamn Cancer rising, I'm a Sag moon, and my Jupiter's in the goddamn fourth house, man. Y'all don't tell me shit about taking care of somebody. Y'all don't tell me shit about being somebody's parent, man. Y'all don't tell me shit about that shit. I know all about it, man. I know all about it ever since I'm 12. Goddamn 14, 13, 11. I'm always in a position in which motherfuckers need me. God is like picking people to go to certain environments or like to attract certain things. Because once you're able to handle a lot, you're able to handle a lot. As stupid as it sounds, once you're able to handle a lot, you're given a lot. A lot to take care of, a lot to nurture. Who the fuck is like getting killed outside of my house, man? A lot to nurture, a lot to take care of, a lot of shit to cherish, basically. But you can't cherish something, you cannot nurture something, you cannot be some sort of messiah for somebody, for the lack of better words. I'm a goddamn Leo. You can't be a messiah for somebody else's life. You yourself ain't some sort of wise. Because the wise. Man, who's getting killed? What the fuck? What the fuck? If you can't take care of yourself, if you don't have wisdom, you can't be somebody else's shining light. You can't be somebody else's shepherd. You can't take care of somebody else if you can't take care about you. If you can't take care of yourself. And taking care of yourself is rooted in having a lot of wisdom, a lot of spirituality about yourself. So really, spirituality is like not for the weak. It is proper spirituality because you will be in some sort of position in which you have an audience, in which you will have a crowd, in which you have some people who depend on you in some way, shape, or form. Not on some cultic type of shit, not in some yeah, I'm here for the people type of shit. It is something which happens vicariously. It happens passively. It happens almost by nature. It almost happens, I don't want to say against your will, but it appears that way. People seeking your advice. It's some little shit like that, man. People seeking your advice, people seeking your guidance, people seeking your very space, your very advice, and you can be 14 years old. But if you're truly spiritual, a goddamn 30-year-old single mom will seek your advice. They don't like it, ladies and gentlemen. But your spirit matters. Your goddamn spirit matters. You could be 12 years old and you're like curating somebody who's 50 or so. You get the gist. You get the goddamn gist of it all. You get the gist of it all. And I'm doing this my whole life, man. Ever since I'm like 12, 11, 13, 14. I'm always like the goddamn grandpa in my goddamn circle. I'm always like the messiah in my circle. I'm always the little angel in my circle. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm truly spiritual. I truly know how to take care of people. Because I know how to take care of myself. Man, the face of the goddamn cat. No, you're good. What the fuck? Don't stalk me! There we go. Stupid ass cat is stalking me. What the fuck? Oh, I hope that cat don't wanna be taken care of, man. What the fuck? What the fuck? But y'all get the gist, man. Once you can handle a lot, you will be given a lot. And you can't regret your choice. If you wanna be spiritual, toughen up. Drop your fucking nuts! Drop them! Drop your nuts! Because it's not easy. At least, if you're like weak, it's not easy. If you're truly strong, if you can handle your shit, it is easy. But you have to be strong in the first place to handle some shit like that, man. Spirituality is not all about yeah. Oh my god, am I doing it right? Am I meditating? Where my bitches at? Why is my dick still unsucked? Spirituality is not about that. It's not about meditating things into your goddamn lap or something. You know what I'm saying? It's not praying for some head. It's not, I don't know, going to church to pray for somebody to suck your dick tonight. Spirituality is all about making yourself strong, making yourself tough, building strength to do anything, building courage to do anything. Keyword anything. It's about being limitless. It's not about a thing. It's about anything, nothing at the same time. Like anything is nothing, basically. Spirituality is about nothing, as stupid as it sounds, man. It is about nothing because you have to toughen up to be everything while being nothing at the same time. Because once you're truly nothing, once you're truly spiritual, once you're a spirit, once you understand your spirit again, when you're truly spiritual, you become nothing. But at the same time, you're flexible enough to become everything. You become this now, you can become that now, and you're not attached to a single thing. You can jump from A to B to Z to pi to delta to epsilon to goddamn aleph to whatever the fuck, you name it, you can jump from A to B to whatever the fuck. Because when you're truly spiritual, when you're truly nothing, when you're truly individualistic, you're free as a bird, man. You're like a bird. You're like a black bird, man. Melo means black bird, if you don't know that. You're like free as a bird, man. And that shit is not something everybody can do. Especially if you're weak as hell. If you're weak as hell, you can't do that shit whatsoever. Because you're too busy wrestling with one mentality. You're too busy fighting of one thing. You're too busy being stuck in one shape or form. My hairline! My hairline! My hairline! Oh, my hairline! You're too busy fighting with your receding hairline. To the point you can't jump out of that form to be something else. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm fucking saying? You know, I know somebody right now on this planet is so much troubled by their receding hairline to the point they can't even be happy. To the point they can't be something else. And it's ridiculous. It is in fact ridiculous. But anyways, y'all, I'm not here to save your ass. I'm just telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what to do. I'm not here to save your ass. I'm a lying ass motherfucker, man. I'm not here to save your ass. I never taught you how to save. I can't speak. I never taught you that I'm here to save your ass. Maybe you get that vibe from me because I'm like a Sag Moon, Cancer Rising or some shit like that. I'm not here to save your ass after all. Or maybe you don't get that vibe because I'm a Leo after all. Maybe you don't get that vibe. I'm pretty much sure nobody really gets that vibe. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so at least. But I'm just here to remind you that you need to take care of yourself. You need to be spiritual once again. Be your spirit once again. And know how to initiate more space in your life. So you can jump in and out of things. Mew, 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 mew. So, whoa, what the fuck? So your spirit can jump in and out of things again. And my phone jumped away. You see, everything is jumping. To the point my phone wanted to be something else, man. It's crazy, man. Synchronicities. But in all seriousness, though, when you can't understand who you are, you're lost in anything. And I have 6% left, man. So y'all, if y'all have any questions, anything goofy to say, go soon in a couple of minutes. I will DM soon in a couple of minutes. Yo, this life was spontaneous as a motherfucker, man. intended to come live today. I just made some music and I got inspired out of nowhere. Sometimes it's not about planning. It's about being in the right type of energy. To the point you can do shit. You can do anything. Spontaneousness is like marked in not being lost in one shape or form, in one specific outcome. And somebody who's stressed and nervous cannot be spontaneous. You said, no, do the key code change with me on Insta. Was there? I don't know what it is. But, oh, my phone's about like 5%. But besides all of that, man, I got off track, man. I forgot my whole point. What was I talking about? Yeah, spontaneousness. Spontaneousness is being free and open enough and clear enough to jump in and out of things to the point you're not so much rooted and so physical and so limited in logic in specific outcome. And I have to charge my goddamn phone. I can't see shit. My phone is like pitch black, man. I can't see shit, man. I can't see shit. I can't see shit, man. I can't see shit. But y'all get the point, man. Y'all get the point, man. Y'all get the point, man. Spontaneousness, yada, don't be lost, yada, don't be, yada. Y'all get my I forgot. Y'all got my talking point. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, honesty is key right now in this whole fall time of energy. We like transiting in a whole lot of below the horizon transits. And this is where our honesty is tested. To be honest is like key right now. If you can't be honest, you will be forced to be honest. And at that point, your lies will be exposed. And nobody wanna be exposed, man. I don't wanna be exposed. And you're only worried about being exposed in the first place if you worry too much about upholding a specific shape and form, like being covered up. If you cover up too much, of course you worry about being exposed. Of course you like doing too much. You're doing the most. You're doing the most just to get the least type shit, man. You're doing the most just to get the least if you're too worried about being honest. And that shit is crucial as fuck, man. It is crucial to understand that you need to disconnect sometimes. A lot of times, actually, you need to disconnect. Disconnect from your want of being somebody. Because whatever you're trying to be ain't about shit anyways. And I'll check my Insta after this live flow. But okay, respect. I'll check my Insta after this live stream. And you're doing the most if you can't be honest. Because Lord forbid, if your insecurity is being exposed, Lord forbid what might happen. Yo guys know I'm gay. No. See, but if he was borderline honest without hesitation, everybody will respect you. Because we all respect honest people. We all respect somebody who's able to drop their nuts, basically. No matter how ridiculous you might sound. No matter how weird you think you look. If it's truly you, if you're truly honest about that shit, you will be respected. And that shit is inevitable. Respect is inevitable. Inevitable if you're truly honest. And it's only hard to be honest if you're ashamed of yourself. And shame often comes, or like exclusively comes, from you rooting your expectations based on somebody else. I mean, you're ashamed of your physical body if you think you need to be validated for it. So shame is always linked in externalization, you know what I'm saying? The nature of shame is giving your power away. Go back to my last talking point, or like to my previous, go back to one of my talking points basically, in which I was saying that people have a fetish for like giving their power away, for being an inverted star type shit. Being an inverted star, putting away your power, giving your power away. It's like the number one thing to do for a lot of people. They don't validate themselves, they try to seek validation. But anyways, y'all, I'm not trying to seek shit no more. My phone is about to die. It's cold as fuck. I'm hungry as fuck. And I think I'll dip from now. It's 9 p.m. for me. 9 p.m. for me. It's already dark as fuck outside. That being said, y'all boys, dipping. See you guys. I won't see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys in a couple of days. With that being said, take care, everybody. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves and I see you soon. And I see you soon. And that's him. And that's him. And I see you soon, man. Peace out, y'all. I'll see you soon.